Hey there, this is Daniel West for Hero Arts. Thank you for joining me today for a little card tutorial featuring the Birds of Paradise stamps and dies and some of the new inks from Hero Arts. This little stamp set features a Birds of Paradise plant with a butterfly, couple butterflies, and some sentiments. Now look at these beautiful new core inks from Hero Arts. I just love the little ink pads with the coloring palette on the inside of them, and I chose a great little tropical selection of them for my coloring today. Now, I love to do Copic marker coloring, but today I decided to do something totally different and take the colors out of my image and put them along the side of my image just as a border to give the same feel of the colors and tropical vibe, but without using Copic markers. So I wanted to feature as well some of these beautiful inks here. This one is Papaya and now Cherry. And I had a bunch of scrap paper left over from trimming things down, and I decided to put them to good use by just direct to paper ink pad on the paper, making my own. Some of these have matching cardstocks available, but they don't all have matching cardstocks available. So I just figured doing them all with the ink direct to the paper would be the best way to keep it consistent. So after laying down some Paradise ink, let's go ahead with Aquatic, and then we'll move on to slicing these up. To separate the colors from the rest of the project, I am adding in some pitch black cardstock. This will create a great contrast for the rest of the project, and then tie in the black ink from the black and white Birds of Paradise image we're going to put on here in a minute. So we're just going to slice these down a little bit unevenly. I want them to be varying widths so I can mix and match them. But they are all the same height, I guess you should say. They're the same length, but not the same width, I guess. So let's use some Hero Arts Precision glue in the XL bottle. Put it on the back of my pitch black cardstock, and then we'll just slap these little guys onto the back. It doesn't matter if they're lined up perfectly or not, just so you've got enough ink on the edges of them to cover about an inch of the little piece of paper. And once you've got it all done, you can put it through your trimmer and even off those edges. And you've got a perfectly aligned little border. Now I've done 3 of these already, so let's pick one I like the best. Which one do you like the best? I think we're going to go with the one on the right. And then stamp our Birds of Paradise image down on some more Dove White cardstock with intense black ink. And this is where I would normally just pull this thing right out and color it right up. But I was feeling this little odd mood today for my cards. So let's run it through my die cutting machine with the coordinating Birds of Paradise die, and then slap these on together. We're going to glue our colored strip down with the black on top of it, right on the left hand third of the project. And then we're going to use some foam tape and pop up our die cut right on top of that. Now, if you're tempted to color this Birds of Paradise image in, just use the same dye ink. Just grab the inkers from Hero Arts, and you can color them in with a colorless blender pen or something like that. Or you can watercolor with these inkers. They go right along with the same color palette. It'd be just perfect. Now you can see I'm not going to put that right in the center of my black cardstock. I want to leave it hanging off of the edge just a little bit. And it's not in the center of the card either. And I'm going to stamp my thank you image here, but the thank you wouldn't fit where I, just the way I had my Birds of Paradise image there. So I just did some stamp surgery and cut it in half. Now I'm stamping it down with some more intense black ink and doing it one by one, each of those words in the phrase. And you can tuck it in however you like. Don't be afraid to do stamp surgery, guys. You can just put that right back together on the film, the acetate sheet, and store it again. Or if you want to stamp it together like it was originally designed, you can put them right back together. They fit perfectly within each other. I'm going to finish it off with some sparkle clear lacquer pen. This will dry clear and a little bit sparkly, so adds a bit of glitz and glamour to my project. I know this seems really simple, but I love the way it looks. I love the way it turned out, and I hope you do too. Maybe you're not a colorist, but you love the images and you'd like to play with this stamp set as well. There are many ways to put it together. This is just one of them. I hope you have a wonderful time, and thank you so much for joining me on the Hero Arts channel today. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, hit that button.